My daughter just turned six. Yeah.
Does she have any idea Dad's a superhero?
She knows that I'm on her pajamas.
Oh, she's in pajamas.
And then I have a bow and arrow, but she's not seen any. She's seen me in costume on set, and she knows I have a bow and arrow, but she has no idea. But I actually teach her archery, but I don't know what.
Wow.
What she thinks about me. She doesn't know I'm an actor.
Yeah. Well, you've made it. You're on pajamas.
I'm on her pajamas, so I made it. Yeah, I got my hands in concrete, and I'm on my daughter's pajamas. So like winning.
Yeah, girls are different. I don't know. They're kind of smarter and faster. I mean, everything you think about girls anywhere. Yeah, right.
We appreciate that.
When she gives me the time of day, it's really delightful. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas Exton has been strung out on his mom since he was born, so. I spend time with him to like give her a break.
I told my daughter the other day that after she told me, you've been away too long, I told her, okay, I'm gonna take some time off, and she said, no, how are we gonna eat?
She was amazed by me being purple, and whenever I took off the makeup, she was 3 years old, and she was like, I want purple, Daddy! I want purple, Daddy! And she was furious, and now she just tortures me with being in love with Downey, and now now Scarlet Witch. I've never once been her favorite superhero.
I mean, I brought my dog, so that's my child.
That counts. That counts. You're gonna have another kid soon. It's crazy.
It's the most rewarding, thankless job on earth, right? And it just gives me such a deeper understanding of my kind of like maverick bohemian parent.
My daughter, who is 6, she talks about it a lot, and she draws pictures of Ant-Man a lot. Yeah, it's really sweet.
My daughter, she was nearly 3. At the end of the day, when I took it off, she threw her first tantrum. I want purple, Daddy!
At 21 and 19, I think they're like, Daddy's writes check. That's what Daddy does. My kids are now 24 and 22, so.
Hey, I'm in that age, and I'm excited. So
If you were my kid, and you've been around it that long, you'd be like, yeah, we know Dad.
So they're not trying to get the spoilers, like, Dad, what really happened?
No.
Do your kids try and get the spoilers?
They're trying to get the keys to the car.
I don't really understand the spoilers. They just want, they love it. They want to see it.
Yeah.
They've seen the trailers. And I never brought them to a premiere, but maybe I'll bring them to this.
You have to. Do you ever ask them, like, who's your favorite superhero? Is it me, or is it, like...
That's just asking to be hurt.
It's Wonder Woman.
That's just asking for
Wonder
pain.
Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they haven't seen your film yet, so maybe yours. But both my boys
they got good taste
have
in
Wonder
Wonder
Woman
Woman.
costumes.
So good.
I was like, what about Thor? They're like, so they wear the Wonder Woman costume, or one of them in particular, with the hammer.
As the Hulk, what are your feelings about green in your personal life?
My son's hair is dyed green right now. His clothes are green, his nickname is green.
Really?
I like to think it's because of me.
Paul, what about your kids? You have 2 kids, are they excited about?
Yeah, they are. It's kind of the first thing that I've ever done that they know about. And they can see, and their friends know about it. I actually, just last week, I was at my daughter, who's 6, in her kindergarten class for, like, the parents. You know, the parents come in, they talk to the kids about what they do. And they just all kept... I know them all because I go to the school, but they just kept calling me Ant-Man and asking me questions about...
Was there a father who had to talk about what he does after you talked about what you do?
There, probably.
Oh, you laughed? I was just telling the guys, one of my kids thinks that I'm cool.
Just one.
Yeah, just one. And he gets fed the most, he gets looked after, he gets love. The other one's like Wonder Woman, so they sleep outside.
You know, I think that my daughter now she's going to be 3 years old, and so she's really kind of starting to have an understanding of what I do and the world that I'm, that I work in and stuff. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. But she loves to come on set. She's really enthusiastic. She's totally, she's quiet when she has to be. She's really observant, and more than anything, it's just...
and she's 2 years old,
yeah,
and she's quiet when she needs to be.
Know,
You're doing a good job.
Oh, yeah,
You're doing a good job.
Yes. Yes, I just don't feed her if she's not quiet. Yeah, I just try to...
What was happening that y'all were laughing so hard in that car?
Well, I was so excited that he actually finally was in frame and smiling that I was like, yay, this is not going to be a nightmare day. You know what it's like trying to take pictures with kids. You understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's the most... It's exciting for me. It's been the most exciting thing that's ever happened to my children.
I took my daughter on it a couple of years ago when it was previously called the Tower of Terror or something. And she wasn't tall enough, and she was really upset. And I was like, nah, forget this, come here. So I grabbed a couple of Snickers bars and things and slammed it in the back of her shoe, under her heel. So I like propped her up, because she was like this for a shot, walked up, was like, what about now? So, and they're like, okay, in you come. I'm like, so it gets worse.
Wildly irresponsible as well, and you're all cheering.
It gets
Okay,
worse,
go
right?
on.
So we're sitting in the chair, and this thing, it's, you know, I don't know how many hundreds of feet high, or whatever.
God.
We're at the top, and I'm looking at her, she's strapped in, and the seat is massive on her. And I'm like, we beat the system, honey, well done. And then it drops, and she's like, grab onto her, she's like screaming the whole way down, like, you know. I was like, maybe there's a reason that there's a height.
Maybe.
Sorry. So don't do that. Don't do that. She's fine. She's well. She's.
I mean, woohoo, go
Snickers
Vamps!
bars in the
Yes!
shoes.
Yes!
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm her hero.
I had to say, it's very...
One of them. I have
One
three.
does. Okay.
So 1 out of 3 is good for me.
Yeah, that's enough.
One thinks it's really cool, and I come home from work and he says, Papa, did you fight the monsters at work? I say, yeah, I've been doing press all day, plenty of monsters. And the other two are kind of on the fence. You know, they're like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, all right. And is there not dressing up as Thor for Halloween or anything like that? Do you push that?
I try to push it, definitely.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like after the movie comes out, they're going to want to.
I hope so. I hope so. I want them to see this one.
You have 3 children.
Yes.
You have 2 children now.
Yeah.
How is the newest, the little boy?
He's little.
Exton Elias.
Yeah,
Exton Elias.
Right, yeah.
Okay, great name. Indio is your other boy's name.
It's true. Another great name.
You've got kids with very unusual names as well.
Keen, Bella Noche, and Odette.
And Odette. That's a lot of cool names.
It's very eccentric.
Did you know that they were gonna, do that?
Well, I knew it was coming because, I got every, different version of it. It did not start off looking this good. They'd send it to me, and really, I would give it to my daughters, and I would say, what do you think? And they go, no, Daddy, your nose, or, no, Daddy, your lips don't, no, Daddy, your eyebrows are different.
How much did that elevate you on the coolness scale with the kids?
None.
None?
0.
Wow.
They don't really...
Tough crowd, huh?
Yeah, teenage girls, you gotta do a lot more to impress them. Daddy's on a toy. It's great, Dad. Could you pick that up, please, and bring it over here?
She's 2 years old.
2?
Yes.
That's a cute age.
It's a great age.
She talking?
She's talking a lot, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
Because she talks?
there's the side.
Oh, she talks.
Because we're seeing the side of her.
that.
People love baby so much they don't even see her face and go, aw. It's just, it's the profile that's the cutest thing. It's you holding the baby too. It must be the greatest thing in the world.
It is the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it really kind of it changed my perspective on a lot of things, and it kind of screwed my career in a lot of ways because I don't really care about it so much because I care about her so much.
Good.
She's like #1 in my life, and then now I get to do movies on the side.
Yeah.
But like, Daddy's my best role to date, I think.
Oh, good for you. Well, congratulations on that. And he's 3 months old, so he's getting to that. Is he starting to smile and react and stuff?
He's smiling, he's talking a little bit. It's incredible.
No, he's not talking.
Well, I mean, I think he is.
Yeah.
I go, what are we doing? What's happening? He goes, I go, really? You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of like a bad date with someone who's really small.
And do the kids go out in the water with the sharks?
Yeah, they love swimming, love the beach, but...
Is that why you had twins, in case one of them does get picked off?
Safety in numbers. Also, if we didn't like one, we'd be like,
yeah, right.
Give you back.
It's really a great idea.
I come home from surfing and the kids are like, Papa, did you see the sharks? I'm like, yeah, I did. And they're like, what'd you do? I was like, well, I punched him in the nose. And I grabbed him by the tail and I chucked him out to sea. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, I did.
Well, this
I'm
explains
the hero
a lot.
for a few more years.
Yeah, sure, there you go.
It's pretty heavy. And one of my sons in particular, he's a beefy little kid, certainly has said, Papa, look, I can do it. So the hammer's got a few dents in it, a few scratches.
I see. Is this your son who... You posted an Instagram video of your son.
Yeah, it's that son.
Okay. Do you mind if we show that video? Okay,
yeah.
so this... You shot this?
My wife.
Oh, your wife shot this, okay.
So, do you want me to describe it?
Yeah, what's happening here?
So the lollies are kept up above the fridge there. And he's 3, by the way. And
Wow.
now he's like, uh-oh.
He's more of a little Spider-Man than a Thor.
Yeah. We kept trying to move all the furniture away because he just kept trying to push it next to the fridge and climb his way up, and we'd turn around and he'd have like a handful of lollies and so on. And
at this point, you might as well give up because if the lollies are above the refrigerator, you can still get them. You might as well just put them.
Well, this is the realization, and he just nothing stops him.
He's a twin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is his brother like that?
No, his brother's much smarter.
Oh.
But doesn't quite have the athletic ability. Like his brother, when he runs, he looks like Usain Bolt, right?
Uh-huh.
When his brother runs, it's like he's got flippers on.
Really?
It's so cute. But they'll be the, you know,
They're like
unstoppable pair. In
The
future.
Wonder Twins from
The Brains
Down
and the
Under or
Brawn.
something like that. Yeah.
He, it's funny, when we were shooting Avengers, that son in particular, this is a funny story at the end.
Okay.
But basically, he was in the golf cart. This is a neighbourhood you drive golf carts around. And my son's sitting in the back seat, and then my other son and my daughter and my wife's there, and they're driving. And he's sort of looking at the thing, and all of a sudden, as they're driving along, he's like, and just leaps out the side of the golf buggy and kind of
While
rolls.
it's moving?
Yeah, while it's moving.
Oh, boy.
And my wife's like, what the hell are you doing? Runs over, and he's like, kind of half crying, half sulking, but more embarrassed that he didn't stick the landing. and she's like, you're right. He's like, he wouldn't talk. So she comes into work, and I'm on set, and brings him in, and she's like, I got to take him to the doctor, I think. I'm like, he's fine. He's not even crying. You know, he's fine. He's like, I pick him up. You all right, buddy? He's like, you know, he's sort of angry still. We get the set nurse to come over. The set nurse has a look and is like, look, it's not broken. He's fine. He's not even crying. But take him anyway. I'm like, oh, great. So my wife takes him off to the doctor, and the doctor's like, it can't be broken. I'll give an X-ray. Gives the X-ray and goes, oh, my God, it's a really bad fracture through his femur and is close to breaking all the way through. So we have to rush him off to the hospital, put him in a cast, strap him up. And the whole time, he's just, as I said, he's more angry that he didn't land on his feet. Like, you know.
He's a tough kid.
4 weeks go by.
You should fire that set nurse, too.
Yeah. Should fire myself. So 4 weeks go by, he gets the cast off. A day or two later, I'm cooking dinner, and he's standing over on the bench top. And he's like, Papa. I'm like, yeah. He's like, look, my leg's better. I'm like, no! He leaps off the bench. Perfect landing.
You know, they have those bubbles. They're like a big plastic bubble, and I think you could probably put a kid in there and keep him in there until he's in high school.
I think his siblings need those.
I see, just to be protected from him?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I mean, this is we didn't have anything like that in our family.